thank you, gentlemen. So this is the panel discussion session where we have the marketing heads, marketing leaders from the tech companies are going to attend. So I'll just give, I'll invite the panelist. Is Mr. Asum Ali Khan, Head of Strategy of for Partner Alliances, Red Hat India. Mr. Asum Ali Khan, and Mr. Ganesh Arumugam, Director Channel Sales, India SAARC, NetApp. Mr. Kapil Sarin, Country Marketing Leader, Software, IBM India. Mr. Sanjay Chaudhary, VP Marketing, Lentra. Mr. Nagesh, Belur, CMO, iValue Group. Mr. Pawan, Awasthi, Head of Marketing, NVIDIA India. Mr. Asum Ali Khan is not here? Okay. So let me introduce why we have chosen this panel discussion, how it is relevant to the topic. So like business are increasingly embraced digital transformation to gain competitive edge and meet the evolving demands of customers. Digital transformation encompasses a wide range of initiatives from adopting new technologies and process to revamping entire business models. The digital transformation market is expected to reach 3.2 trillion by 2025. On this backdrop, I would request the panelists to introduce themselves in 2 sentences. Good. If you can introduce yourself, your role in the organization. Because one designation doesn't suffice. I said it's a 2 line. If you can explain what role you are heading in IBM, it will be great for them.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Deepak. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kapil Sarin. I head field marketing for software business for IBM for India and South Asia region. And as part of my role, there are different responsibilities, but the key ones are to ensure that we create visibility for the plethora of IBM offerings that we have. IBM software, delves in multiple different areas. So how do we create visibility, first of all, and then demand for those products? And in the process, we work, with a lot of partners. So it's great to be here in this forum and be on stage with some of the well-known names. So thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Sanjay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjay Chaudhary. I run the global demand for Lentra. Lentra means lending transformed. And we are a 4-year-old company, but the company has been growing like leaps and bounds. We are expanding beyond India. We have recently started our operations in Southeast Asia and US. And this company, I would say, largely is successful because of its partners. So I'll be sharing some of those insights with you on how we work with partners.
Mr. Ganesh.
Good evening to all. My name is Ganesan Arumugam. I head the partner business for NetApp for India and SAARC. With the last more than 10 years, I am associated with very different companies doing the similar role with the objective of developing the partner ecosystem. From that perspective, I work very closely with all the partners who are here and who are not here also. And basically my main role I do is in terms of how I can develop a more profitable and committed partner ecosystem for the organization which I work. Now with NetApp, that's our objective which we are working on.
Mr. Nagesh.
Thank you, VARINDIA, and thank you.
Can take mic.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Nagesh Belur. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for iValue Info Solutions. Been associated with the company for the last 7+ years. The core responsibility would include that we bring relevance to our key stakeholders that are our OEM, our channel partners, and our customers on a not just on an opportunistic basis, but more in a comprehensive manner. So, yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
Mr. Pawan.
Thank you, Deepak. Hello, everyone. I'm Pawan Awasthi. I represent NVIDIA Corporation. I head the consumer marketing team at NVIDIA for South Asia. And I represent the exciting part of NVIDIA's business, which is our gaming business. Obviously, our main objective here is to engage and grow the gaming community in the country. And in order to do that, partners are our arms and legs and the brains as far as this particular objective is concerned. So that is also part of my profile. And before we formally begin the session, I really want to thank you, Deepak, Moniji, and the entire War India team for the fantastic show. Congratulations.
Okay, I will start the first question from you, Pawan. How is technology empowering small business to thrive? Please, please come, please. Welcome Ashum Ali Khan and Asum. Now you are in the hot seat. You have to introduce yourself first.
So the good thing is I'm not Asim, I'm Anant Perry. So I don't have to introduce Asim now.
Okay.
I'll speak about myself. So I am Anant Perry and I lead distribution business for Indian SAARC for Red Hat.
Okay.
And Asim could not make it, so I am
Okay. Can I
filling
give
his
you
shoes? Yeah, sure.
I have to spell properly. Yeah, Mr. Anant, if you can introduce properly, you can introduce about yourself and your role in Red Hat.
So I lead distribution business, like I said, and I have been here past 6 years. I manage the T1s for India and SAARC, which is India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, great, Anant. So to start the question, I will ask to Pawan, start with, how technology is empowering small business to thrive?
Well, first of all, I think let me give an example of my own company, which is NVIDIA. So as you know, our entire business model is based on the development that we do around the technological part. So we do the innovation, we design the reference systems, and then thereon it is entirely the entire business cycle is completed by our partner ecosystem, starting from the OEMs and the big motherboard manufacturers and so on and so forth. Now coming back to your question, how small businesses are getting benefited out of it, how technology is empowering that. Now first thing, obviously, because of this innovation which is happening around AI, for example, which is a buzzword right now, which kind of is a new field, which gives an equal opportunity and level playing field to every partner. So every partner who is technologically updated, well connected with the ecosystem, well connected with the brands, well connected with the users, actually have a leading edge when it comes to reaching out to the prospective customers. So I think that's one way of looking at it, Deepak, and that's what my take is.
Yeah, great. So Kapil, you want to evaluate?
Sure. So I think before we get into how technology empowers small businesses or businesses in general,
Yeah.
it's important to look at some of the key challenges that businesses today face, right? I think one key challenge is the ability to acquire and retain customers, right? All of you will agree as business owners, as business leaders, that's a critical requirement to sustain a business. Another challenge, increasingly as skill is becoming a valued resource, how do you retain and, how do you acquire skilled resources? And small businesses in particular also have challenges around funding and, cash availability. So operational efficiency and, productivity, maintaining productivity becomes important. Now, if you think about how technology can actually address some of these challenges, right? When we talk about acquiring customers, one important way to do that is to have the ability to have strong data about what customer segments you're targeting, right? The role that data plays in this is crucial. I think one of the gentlemen in the previous presentation was talking about how 181 zettabytes of data is created, every single day. But as a small business, do you have the ability to, select which data you want to focus on and do that in a secure, in a governed manner? Similarly, if you look at, so that's where the role of data, as a technology enabler becomes very, very important. The ability to collect, analyze data and do so, securely. Talking about skills, given the limited skills available, automation becomes extremely important, right? You might not have the skilled resources available, but you might be able to use technology to automate stuff for you, automate customer service, provide a seamless support experience, automate, marketing lead efforts. So, so automation. And the third part, which I'll talk about, is security. Where you pick any industry report on security, and the numbers can vary between 30 to 50%, but majority of the attacks that happen not only in India but across the globe, that they actually go and target small businesses. I think between 30 to 50%, like I said. And many of such businesses don't have the wherewithal to actually continue operations after a cyber attack. So it becomes important that you use security solutions to be able to not only protect your crown jewels, your customer data, your business data, but also the ability to monitor for such threats on a continuous basis. So technology, whether it's data, whether it's automation, whether it is security solutions, they help small businesses in particular to thrive in today's increasingly digital environment.
Right. Ganesan, you want to add something what Kapil has said?
Thanks. See, I really agree with what they have said. Today, if you look at it, especially the SMB business, the technology adoption is a must. What we have seen is the organization which has adopted the technology, whether it's moving into the internet or moving into the commercial and automating the process, which has become a real differentiator from their competition. That way, if you look at it, how do you come across even a very, very small companies, they have adopted the technology. And the cloud has made it a lot of difference. People who had, in terms of issues, have their own infrastructure and expertise, the cloud has made it very, very easy for them to adopt. And also the management of the solutions, what they have. Now today it's available as a SaaS offerings. So the technology has really helped the SMB business to adopt them and make a real differentiation in their marketplace, what they are doing. And that is basically driven from the demand. If you look at it, the customers of theirs. Also looking at the speed and the agility of the services what they offer. How quick I can come out with my new product. How I can quickly access my customers and analyze my customers using the business analytics solutions, how I can interpret the data and make a wise decision. So I see clearly technology adoption is becoming a main stream of things for the SMB business now.
Wonderful. So we'll move to the next question. How are you measuring a successful partner program model adopted by the OEMs? What are the signs of a successful partnership? Can I start with Sanjay?
Before I do that, let me set a context of where we come from. India aspires to be the third largest economy, and it is universally known access to credit really leads to economic growth. But if you look at the current reality, in spite of the economic surge, right now only 10% of Indians have access to formal credit, which leaves 1 million people completely excluded from a formal credit and financial ecosystem. Similarly, for the SME sector also, there are some 14% SMEs who have access to credit. And there's a demand for $1,500 billion of USD credit requirement. There's huge demand and supply gap. But why this demand and supply gap has not been addressed? It's largely because of the cumbersome processes of our current financial institutions. There is legacy technology that is stopping them to address this huge opportunity. And in this context, I think what is required is a complete transformation of digital processes. And what we have done is we have put together a Lentra digital cloud. In the last 4 years, we have processed almost 28 billion USD loans. And every month we are processing 2 to 3 million loans. And if you look at, in last Dhanteras just passed, right, this Diwali season, we processed almost 0.75 million loans in 3 days. So this was not possible on its own. It was only possible because we worked with our partners. And banks are looking for a seamless experience. And partner success can only happen when there are 3 wins happen. Number 1 win, the partner win, which is they can do more business. Number 2 win, the banks and NBFCs, they can process more loans. And number 3rd win, which is as a customer, we should be able to get the services irrespective of which partner, which organization is helping me get the loan. So if these 3 win-win-win happens, then success happens. That's how we have been measuring success in the partner ecosystem.
Wonderful, that's right example. So Nagesh, what is your viewpoint, because you are dealing with the multiple OEMs, more than I think 50, 60. So how do you manage all these things?
So, it's about 75 plus OEMs which we manage and take out in the Indian market predominantly. Thanks to all the gentlemen over here, specifically representing from the OEM perspective. Now, when we talk about what is the relevance that is there to have a different trend in the market today, I think it is more of being a collaborative approach rather than having an opportunistic way in which we are supposed to work in the market. From the marketing side also, we try to, day in and day out, we try to see how we can bring a complementing solution story out in the market rather than just having a point solution story, because that brings more relevance to the customer, to the audience. And the same when we talk about the value added reseller community, if we are able to know the customer's priority, customer's need, and try to build the complementing solution stories around it and take it out in the market, I think we will have a better edge and better relevance. Collaboration is something that everyone from morning, everyone were talking about having a collaborative approach, be it the OEM alliances, be with respect to the collaboration in the channel partner community with the distribution. I think that's the key. And having the transparency through the DR system, I think these are the things that's going to work wonder.
Good, great. So Anant, you want to add what Nagesh and Sanjay said?
Yeah, I think I agree with all of them. I think, but what I wanna add is, at Red Hat, what we do different than other OEMs is, we take the word partnership too seriously. You know, so the motto we have is customer first and partner always. So we ensure that it's partners we see as the most critical part or the spine of our organization. See, what we talk in our global presentations, or when we meet partners, or and what we've done differently than the other OEMs, and I'm going to comment what we've done is, we've tailored different solutions for different partners. So like if there's an ISV partner, you cannot put the same yardstick for all partners. There is a different requirement they have. There is a SI, he has a different requirement, right? So for different partners, what we've done is we've created different partner programs, wherein a partner says, I am more focused towards services. Perfectly fine, right? That's his choice of doing business. He doesn't want to doesn't want to play in the subs business or the business of the day-to-day subscription. So we tailor a program for them. There are partners who want to only work around the learning subscriptions, which is like they only want to spend time around educating the kids around open source, Red Hat, Ansible. Like you rightly said, automation is going to be the next buzzword, right? So we are ahead of the curve in that scenario, wherein we are tailoring our solutions or our programs around partners and not for partners. So.
Okay. Yeah, great. So here we have all the marketing leaders are here. So this is a question to all. Do you think there is need for integrated partner ecosystem among the VARs present in different locations, which could increase speed, agility, predictability for better market penetration? 1 minute challenge. I will start from you only, Anant. Integrated partner ecosystem approach.
I think it's a great approach. If you look at it, why not? But I think we need to first figure out a lot of hurdles around it. You know, while if it sounds like great, like he rightly said, DR is a transparent tool. But I go back home and ask myself, is it a transparent tool? Right? Are we genuinely transparent around DRs? Like there are veterans here, right? You know, we have people who, and honestly, I spent 17 years around partners. And I don't shy away from the fact that maybe we need to first figure out the smaller issues and then get to the integrated partner approach. I'm sorry.
No, you are right. Absolutely,
it's a negative connotation, but I think we need to get the house in order first.
The reason why I ask you is, we have not expected this answer from you. But if I'll ask you the right question at the right time, you'll give the right from your heart. Thanks. I'll go to Pawan. He manages a lot of panel ecosystem,
Right.
partner ecosystem, right? Now NVIDIA become few $1 trillion company. So how you manage those kind of versatile partners?
Right. So I think just to answer your question first, Deepak, I'm going to take a little contrarian approach here, because in our scheme of things, the integrated approach probably will work sometime in the future. But right now, what we have is a competency-based approach, because we have plethora of services ranging from gaming, which is hardcore consumer product, going to the large language model, generative AI, which is highly technical in nature. And somewhere in between, we have high performance computing, we have virtualization, we have graphics, and so many other things also. So because of that, as part of the partner program that we have at NVIDIA called NVIDIA Partner Network, we have partner segregated based on the competencies that they have and based on the levels that they operate at. So somebody who's a beginner, somebody who's really an expert, and somebody who's really gone deeper into that particular competency. So yeah, that's our approach. And very quickly, the framework that we deploy to engage with the partners at all the level is the same framework. We call it triple E. So the whole idea is that how do we engage with them, how do we enable them, and how do we give them the exposure. So enablement, exposure, and engagement. I think these are the three pillars around which our partner program operates.
I'll go to Ganesan.
That's an interesting question. In fact, I expected this to come to me, so I did some dipstick also before I came in here. See, if you really ask me, integrated war system, yes, theoretically it's a good idea. We must have it, because that helps the partner to leverage the other partner's strengths in terms of the expertise or the financial strength, or it can be anything. In a business, it can be starting from the lead generation to customer connect and your technical skills, and when it comes to the delivery, whether you have the competency. Because a single partner cannot have build skills on multiple OEMs or multiple products and multiple solutions. So if we can have a kind of a collaboration among the partner, it will really help. And as an OEM, coming from the OEM community, it will really make our life also easy, because we can clearly say that, okay, he is an AI partner, any partner picks up an AI deal, we can leverage his services. But what is lacking here is availability of a professional approach to this and a defined framework. Just I will give an example to substantiate that. So I was talking to one of my partner who has a great skills on the support. He has a good skills on our products and solutions. I was asking him, since you are able to give L1, L2 support, can we get our other partners who are doing the business in the other regions to work with you so that they sell the product, you provide the services? He said, yeah, that's a good idea, but I have a problem, because couple of occasions where he has offered the manpower to the other partners implementation. They did and they got the money, everything was fine. Then he said, after that, my engineers started getting the calls from the executives of the other partner organization. I have this problem. I mean, it's not coming through the professional, through the right channel, directly one-on-one interaction with them. Can you do it? If you want me, I will deposit money in your bank. Okay. So it's basically from organization to organization, it's becoming a person to save the cost. But if you ask me whether it is possible, it's very much possible. If you really look at it, when it comes to the SIs, the large SIs, when some of the global deals, when we work, there is a clear understanding of who is the consulting partner, who is an influencing partner, who is the implementation partner. Today, some of our GSIs like TCS or Wipro and CTS, when they work, they may be doing the manpower or they may be doing the application part of it. That may be a consulting partner. There is a non-conflicting understanding they have. In each and every large deals where they are working on, we are working on, at least there are 3 or 4 partners. They have a clearly defined set of roles for each one of them. They don't cross each other, it works. But whether that kind of a framework can be brought into the war community, yes, it can be done, in my opinion. But that needs a lot of maturity in the industry, and the people's also a kind of a professional approach to address this.
Wonderful. Sanjay?
So we are a domain tech company. And when I say domain tech company, we understand technology, but at the same time, we understand the domain of loans, whether consumer durable loans, personal loans, home loans, two-wheeler loans. And I think when we go to our customers, we don't say that we can do end-to-end everything for you. What we tell them is that we will provide you the platform and leave the complexity of getting all the partners integrated to us. And if you look at the whole system of credit, there are so many partners who are very good and they have own niches. Like someone would be good at say bank statement verification. Someone would be very good at video KYC. There will be someone who will be very good in terms of getting the aggregated alternative data, which is mobile data, social data. So what we are doing is we are bringing all these platform partners together and offering this solution to our customers as an integrated offering, leaving all the complexities for the customer as well as the users. They should see the endless integrated configurable solution rather than getting worried of whether the A partner should I work with or a B partner I should work with. At the same time, because we work with multiple partners, for some reason there is something goes wrong with one partner, APIs or solutions, there is resiliencies built into the system. So I think, I believe the complexity can be really drastically reduced if we build an integrated ecosystem of value-added resellers and OEM partners.
Yeah. Kapil, if you can respond.
Yeah, sure. I think there's hardly anything left for me to say. Most people have said what they have to, but I think what I'm sure my organization IBM, what we truly believe in is that today no organization can operate in silos, right? You need to be part of ecosystems, integrated, secure digital ecosystems. The reason is very simple to understand, right? If I think about IBM, we offer hardware, we offer software. So the product offerings are varied. Similarly, if we talk about capabilities, you can either sell hardware or software, you can build on top of it, or you can provide services on top of it. Third thing, the use cases, the way you can combine hardware and software to form solutions. Like he mentioned, no one person, no one organization can do that. You need to have integrated ecosystems to be able to cater to the requirements customers today have, and you can't, like I said, operate in silos. So it's a fairly good idea to be able to do that.
Yeah, good. CMOs, they take the instant decisions, right? Suppose I will ask you a question, you have to answer in one sentence. Let's see how somebody responds. Finally, how do you measure success in a partner-first approach, Kapil?
See, I think it's a symbiotic ecosystem, right? You feed off each other. How you are helping your partner organization to succeed is ultimately a measure of your own success. So I think how our partners, as a marketer, what I would look at is how my partner ecosystem is getting the good quality of leads. Do they have the right resources available to first of all go and execute tactics which can help them get good leads? Then do they have the resources and skills to convert those leads into meaningful business? So I think the good measure of success for me as a marketer would be how I can enable my partner ecosystems to help meet combined business goals for the benefit of both organizations.
Okay. Sanjay.
I'll give you the answer in 3 words.
Yeah, okay. Please.
Growth for all.
Yep.
Growth for all in a sense, like if you talk about growth, a farmer who's looking for a loan for his crop, a student who wants to go study abroad, he wants a loan. How you can enable that access to credit to them? That's a growth for every and each one of us here.
Good.
Growth for the banks and NBFCs. They are looking for making sure the risk-free loans are provided. NPS doesn't go up. So growth for them. And most importantly, the people who are enabling this, the partner ecosystem, how they grow along with the banks and everyone around.
Wonderful. Ganesan.
It really will be one sentence. See, I measure my partner-first approach when I see an increase in partners approaching us to do business.
Okay, wonderful.
All the things are falling in place. There is
Good. Nagesh.
So, when it comes to integrated community, right? When it comes to the success of a partner, it purely depends on the investment that has been done from all the parties involved in it. Also, it depends on the loyalty which is displayed from across the stakeholders, be it an OEM, be it a distributor, be it a channel partner, because like a gentleman...
Can I request everyone to maintain silence, please? Yeah, please.
Like the gentleman spoke about having one customer, one partner approach, just in the presentation before, which makes so much of sense because today's market, it's a bloodbath across with respect to the pricing. One particular customer, when he knows what he wants, that's when the bloodbath starts. But if we are able to have more a consultative approach wherein we are able to know, actually, let me just say one cliched thing probably. A sale happens when there is no sale, actually, right? When a customer knows what he wants, he knows whom to go and what to buy. Yeah. But if we are able to bring that relevance by giving them the right story and create the curiosity and the fear probably, that's when I think it will help. If we are able to give the right story to our partner to take it to their customer, I think that's where we win.
Wonderful. Pawan.
Well, I think most of the points have already been covered and I agree with them. So growth is there, enablement is there, and the other points are also there. So I'll probably add one more point. I think the measurement of the success of the partner program probably for me is the sum total of the market capitalization that my company have. So I think that's the only additional point, but I have tried answering on a more serious note in my earlier answer only, that we have 3 pillars and around those 3 pillars we measure the success, which is engagement, enablement and the exposure that we give it to the partner.
Great. Mr. Anant.
So I'm going to give a very retrospective answer to this. I think we need to see it from a different perspective. I believe when we keep talking about partner first, partnership, I think we also need to understand how do I get successful, right? For my success, I need to ensure my partner is successful, right? So should I measure my success or his success? That's the question. Even if I measure my success, I have to ensure that all the elements, be it personal, be it professional elements at a partner's place need to be catered to. Like you rightly said, you know, some partners need enablement, some partners need empowerment, someone needs education. They have the right skill sets, they have the right resources, but do they have the right approach towards business, right? So I think that's those tenets are very important to, in the whole rigmarole of life, we sometimes drop the ball, you know, considering that all partners have to be measured as one. You know, like I said, some GSIs, they have great, you know, expertise around services or deployment, right? And that's where your question around integrated partner approach comes in, you know, where that's a beautiful thought to take home, but, and that's a wish list where, you know, my partners can talk to each other, pick up the phone and say, listen, I have expertise around deployment. I don't want to go sell. Why don't you use my resources? You go sell, right? And I think when we grow together, when our partners start seeing that, we'll all grow together. And I think that's the real parameter of success, you know, wherein revenues will follow, you know, the partner rebates will follow. But I think when we grow together, like he rightly said, we need to grow together. And once we figure that out, that there's no competition, wherein we have multiple, you know, avenues to go sell, I don't see a point where we measure success. Success will happen on its own.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. So we have a very amazing panelist we have. So we have listened from IBM, Lentra, NetApp, and we have a tech distributor, iValue, and we have NVIDIA and Red Hat. So I am sure that everyone must have their own takeaways. So thank you very much for joining the panel, and we'll have a group photo. Thank you so much. We'll have a group photograph.